Hello and welcome to Gar1onriva's Top 5. Today I'm going to be talking about my top 5 Pokémon Gen 4 features. I recently finished my first Gen 4 game ever, and this was Platinum, and I didn't much care for it. But despite all my complaints, and there are many, however it did add some features that improved on Gen 3. While I will be doing a bottom 5 features list, this is the list of the best things added in Gen 4. 3 things to remember. First of all, these are my personal opinions, so please don't tell me I'm wrong. These are limited to the ones that I noticed and liked, and there are some spoilers for this game that most people other than me had already played. Number 5. Gender differences. Gen 4 added tweaks to Pokemon sprites based on the gender of the Pokemon itself, and as a way to increase the realism of Pokemon, this works. As the tweaks are almost entirely cosmetic, they don't unbalance the game at all, and they just add a bit of variety and interest. It really is a massive shame that this concept fell by the wayside almost immediately. Also, when I was looking at the differences when writing this, most seemed to be simple. The male one gets a longer thing, be it a horn or whiskers or teeth, etc. Rather Freudian and lazy, but hey, gotta start this list somewhere. Number 4. Challenging Elite Four. I didn't find much challenge in Platinum. To be honest, I haven't since Gen 1 and maybe Gen 2. They're the only times I've had to grind levels in order to beat someone. But in Platinum, I walked all over all of the gyms by employing basic type tactics and knowledge. The Elite Four, however, shocked me. I limped away from Aaron and then barely survived each other battle. Finally, Cynthia completely demolished my entire team with just her Garchomp. I have to admit something, I have never had to lose against the Elite Four before. I've never had to lose against anyone before. I could always just adjust my tactics, reload the save before the battle, and then win. But because I saved between each member of the Elite Four, I had to lose against Cynthia. In the end, it took me about 6 separate runs through the Elite Four and adding Giratina to my team before I could finally beat it. And even then, it was just a fluke miss from Garchomp's Dragon Rush that let me beat it at all. All in all, the battle against her lasted about an hour. I have never had a battle that long. She was bloody tough. The challenge was unexpected and a nice surprise. Of course, I have issues with how they made them so tough, but that's a topic for another video. Number 3. Move categories. Gen 4 saw moves being split into physical, special, and status. Although the first game to actually split these was XD Gale of Darkness on the GameCube, this was the first main series of Pokemon generation to do it. And really it's a logical expansion of the Pokemon move system. I can't say I ever really noticed this in action, but I'm not a hardcore player. I understand, no matter how much I noticed it, that it is a great step forward. Honestly, I don't have that much to say about this. At least this one doesn't have a downside to it as well. Number 2. Limitless Item Bag. I was so pleased about this. It was always so annoying when you were exploring and your bag was full. You find an item and you have to either discard something you're already carrying or just don't pick up the thing you've just found. And there was no marker of like how full your bag was, it was just once it reached the arbitrary limit, boom, sorry, can't fit a single more thing in it. It didn't even have the decency to let you drop an item and then pick it up later like in every other game with an inventory system. Overall, this is a brilliant change that can only improve the enjoyment of the games. Shame it was coupled with some awful changes as well. And finally, number 1. Running indoors. This is as simple as it sounds. I admit I seldom replay the games before running was added as they just get so slow and tedious. And since playing Platinum, running indoors feels like it should be in every Pokemon game. It may sound small, but it had the biggest impact on gameplay for me. I was constantly thankful for it, and now that it's been added, you don't need to wonder, is this enemy team HQ considered a cave or a building? You know, it's a dungeon, so which could it be? Doesn't matter, you can run in both. This really is the single best change in Gen 4, and I have absolutely nothing bad to say about it. And that is all for my top 5 Pokemon Gen 4 features list. Comment with your favourite features, as well as suggestions for future top or bottom 5s. I will be doing a bottom 5 Gen 4 features list, but you can always vote for next month's top 5 by pledging to my Patreon linked in the description. Thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you later.